Dear Ms. Lozada, congratulations on your admission to Harvard. I hope you will join us in Cambridge this August as a member of the class of 2022. Enclosed is a personalized certificate of admission, a long-standing Harvard tradition. Our admissions committee considers each application with great care, voting to admit those who will make the best use of the opportunities at Harvard. We admire all you have accomplished, and we believe that Harvard is a particularly good match for your talents and interests. So it was Ivy Day, where they send all the Ivy League schools send their acceptances, and so I believe it was March 28th, and I was at Emory doing a mentoring program there, and I knew it was Ivy Day, but I didn't tell anybody, and the clock said 7 o'clock, and I was like, oh crap, it's time. And so I had applied to other Ivy League schools like Columbia, and so I opened those first before I opened Harvard, and one said waitlisted, some said rejected, and Harvard was my last one, and it said accepted, and I dropped my phone, and everyone around me was like, what's wrong, and I'm like, I just got accepted to Harvard, and they all like embraced me and stuff, and like I felt like crying, but like it wouldn't come out, but it was just so overwhelming and stuff. But yeah. So there was a series of prompts when writing my essays to Harvard. One of them was about challenges, and I felt like challenges is a pivotal point of what made up my character, especially with my mother's death. So I decided to write that because I knew I could write about that passionately and truly. She has about 4 months left, the doctor said. My mother was slipping out of our hands. Somehow a miracle was granted, and 1 month later she came out walking. My mother beat the odds. She turned those 4 months into 5, then 6, and eventually a year. She regained her strength, and my mama came back. Finally, my nightmare was over. At least that is what I had thought. We were back at start, her hair on her pillow, and me patting her back as she retched her stomach out. She became so sick that she had to be moved with my aunt. Every night we would go and say goodnight to her. One night she called me in and preached that her situation shouldn't stop me. My intelligence shouldn't go to waste, that I should use it to my fullest advantage. And I did just this. One night I had a school show. I couldn't say goodnight to my mother that night. That night she died. I still went to school the next day. I eventually told my teacher, and we cried together. I cried during her funeral so much I had to be escorted out. I still remember her blue skin and lips and the coldness of her cheek when I kissed her and said, Buenas noches, Mama, one last time.
I stand before you as a young woman of color, a daughter of immigrants, a first-generation student, a proud member of the graduating class of 2018, and a member of the upcoming freshman class of Harvard 2022.